second section of the Appendixes, translations from the Pahlavi versions. Excepting the first Fargard of the Vendidad, these translations were written by the author in English. In revising them, use has been made of collations of Spiegel's edition of the text with Dastur Jamaspji's old manuscript of the Pahlavi Yasna, see page 96, we're in page 338, with the London and Tehran manuscripts of the Pahlavi Vendidad, see page 95, and with Dastur Hoshangji's unpublished edition of the same. The Pahlavi versions of the Avesta throw but little light upon the obscure passages in the original text, which are generally rendered by a slavishly literal translation, or even transliteration, with some faint attempt at explanation, more or less unfortunate in its result. The chief value of these versions consists in the longer commentaries, which are often interpolated, especially in the Vendidad. They also indicate how the original Avesta was understood in the latter Sasanian times, and how it is understood by the present Dasturs, who rely almost entirely upon the Pahlavi version. Sasanian times, to which the last thorough revision of the Pahlavi texts may probably be referred, whatever date we may assume for their original composition. 1. Pahlavi Yasna 28. Happy was the thought, happy the word, and happy the deed of the righteous Zarathustra. On account of proper thought and word and deed, he was estimable in virtue. Explanations interpolated by the Pahlavi translators are enclosed in brackets on the account of virtue to distinguish them from the words inserted by the present translator, which are given in parentheses. The Ameshaspens held forth the Gathas, and in the brackets we have, this is, they were kept forth in the world by them. And continuing, devotion to you, O righteous Gathas. 1a. I beg the reward of him who is Uharmazd himself, through devotion, when I make intercession with God for the good, uplifting the hand, and the mind also with its own joy. B. In spirituality, Uharmazd is first, and the Gatha lore are Psalmody, are hymnology, but Gasaniki can hardly mean Gatha chanting here. Is the increase of righteousness, which should be in every action, and in brackets, that is, actions are all to be performed through the Gatha lore. C. In that which is his wisdom. In the original wisdom is the satisfaction of Goshubrun, the Pazan term for Gaush Urva, the soul of the ox or earth. And then in brackets, that is, the care of cattle is to be undertaken with judgment. 2a. When I shall attain unto you. Observe that you and thou are not used indiscriminately in the Gathas. Ye or you always refers to the whole celestial council of the Ameshaspens, including Uharmazd. So when that is done, we realize that the reference to worshiping angels may not be that for that reason alone. O Uharmazd, through good thought, Vahuman, that, and in brackets, that is perfect in rectitude, I shall have come unto your own possession. B. Give ye to me in both lives that which is material and that which is spiritual, the happiness which is here in this world, and that which is there in the other world. C. Prosperity is owing to the assistance of righteousness, in brackets, that is, you give me through rectitude in abundance, which you give to that gladdener. Reading Padikvi, Pazand, Padiki, si Mainyo Ikard, 2.2, 49.6. And continuing outside of the brackets, and it is necessary to cause glory through joy. 3a, when I shall be your own, O Asha Vahisht, and Bahuman, who is first, and in brackets, that is, I shall remain in your possession. B, and I shall be also Uharmaz's own, through whose unweakened acquisition is their dominion, and in brackets, that is, his sovereignty over the Ameshaspens is strict. You know, the light beings, for example, in Islam, don't have free will. They're commanded, and that's what they do, and only that. C, and of her also, who is the giver of increase, Spendermod, I shall be her own. She comes to me with joy through calling. When I shall call unto you, come on, towards me with joy. 4a, whoever gives his soul into paradise, Gorodmano, it is, through the assistance of good thought, Vahuman, that, and in brackets, that is, everyone who gives has given it through the assistance of Vahuman. B, and his respect for the doers of deeds who do for him what is proper is evidenced by that of Auharmazd and the religion of Auharmazd. C, as long as I am a supplicant and wealthy, so long I have learned the requirements of righteousness, duty, and good works. So learned, taught, or am taught. Just duty, good works. 5a, O Asha Vahisht, when do I see thee? Through the instruction of good thought, Bahuman. This I would know, and then in brackets, that is, I see thee at the time when everyone is intelligent through rectitude. When will it be? B, when do I see also the place of Auharmazd, who is a seeker of worth? That place is known through Srosh, bracket start, that is, when they have a dastur, he ought to know what happiness is from that place. C, that is the greatest text, he whose understanding is confounded by its belief and maintenance, he also whose understanding is confounded by the tongue, for him this one thing is excellent, when they shall form a priestly assembly, Pa'itistan, 6a, grant the coming of good thought, Okuman, the body of others, and the giving of long life to me, O Ashavahisht, brackets, start, that is, may he not grant that thing which, in the future existence, they would require again to destroy. B, through the true word he has shown thee, O Uharmazd, to Zartusht, different forms in different places, right? It is owing to him who is thy powerful Vishtasp that I am thy delight. And in brackets, that is, I am carrying thee forth in goodness to the rulers. See, and my people, Manikan, also Auharmazd, my disciples are also carrying thee forth in goodness. The distress of the distressors is when they shall thus take injury, that is, the distress owing to them becomes inoperative, that is, to inoperative is, in brackets, 7a, grant me, O Ashabahisht, the reverence which is in the plenteousness of good thought, Bahuman, and the brackets, that is, may he so grant me reverence which, in the future existence, they shall not require again to destroy. B. And do thou grant me, O Spendermod, that which is to be requested from Vishtasp, the Mobadship of the Mobads, the high priesthood, and my people also, my disciples, grant them the Mobadship of the Mobads. C. Grant me a sovereign praiser, O Uharmazd, Vishtasp, who, when they chant this, your text, and in brackets, that is, they shall speak your tradition, Dean, and further, furnishes the arrangements so that they may make it continuous, they may propagate it. 8a. When thy excellence and thy religion, which is the best of other things, are in the best righteousness, Ashavahisht, let me enjoy it through rectitude. Reading Thal Ham Doshana. B. Let me obtain, by prayer, O Au Harmast, the man who is Frashostar. And in brackets, that is, give up Frashostar into my discipleship. And then continuing, give Frashostar my people also in his discipleship. C. To them also. Then be liberal, as long as all are in good thought, Bahuman, and then brackets, that is ever cause thereby the happiness of Frashostar and the disciples of Frashostar till the future existence. 9a. Because of not coming to you, O Uharmast, I may not do this. And in brackets, that is, I shall not come to you, and continuing, and Asha Bahisht, 2, I trouble not about happiness. I ask not even a single happiness, which is Asha Bahisht, deems undesirable. B. Bahuman also, the excellent, I trouble not him who is he who gives you this your infinitude, the praisers, and in brackets, that is, he will bring Hushadar Ma and Soshans to your conference. C. You are perpetuous through the prayer of a beneficial sovereignty. In brackets, that is, you will be pleased with a beneficial sovereignty and will give. 10a. When thus I shall be acquainted with righteousness, and that also which is the gift of good thought, Bahuman, and then brackets, that is, I shall have become fully acquainted with truth and rectitude. Acquainted with, reading Akas Homanahe. Akas Homanane. Okay. B, which is proper, O Harmazd. May ye fulfill my desire with them, and in brackets, that is, cause my happiness thereby. C, when thus, by what is useless to you, food and clothing are obtainable. Reading Vindinidak, cause to obtain. By that chanting, when it is not useful in your worship, let him obtain food and clothing. 11a. When I shall guard righteousness by observance and good thought, Bahuman, also unto everlasting, and in brackets, that is, I shall cause the protection of truth and rectitude. B. teach thou forth to me what is auharmazd, that is thyself in words. See, spiritually is the Gothalor, which is declared from this by thy mouth, until it is declared by that thou wilt speak by thy mouth, which was the first in the world, and in brackets, that is, he who was first, his law became the Gothalor. And so there is definitely this idea that religion is not to be speculation, it's supposed to come straight from God.